say games are played on the... They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might... Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Humphreys. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Wow, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Wants to throw on third down. Finds the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Walters. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Here comes the hurry up. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Bulldogs offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Rich. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Gives it on the option. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Maddox. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play-action fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback.
There we go. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the line. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the wall. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Burns. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss and move the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right.
Pulls it in down the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. First and 10 for the offense. The run from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Walters. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a 4th down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Walters. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Maddox. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Texas A&M going quickly.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll lose yardage again, and they say don't abandon the running game, but the running game's abandoning them. Quickly to the tight end. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Now on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Walters. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Walters. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for it. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
A nice job on this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They go to the draw. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls it in. It's Walters. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with us. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's McConnell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
They're going to ride this running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They're going back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Slings it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Completes it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun. Wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll go to the ground. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They'll go to the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down coming up.
Back to pass on second down. Quick spin on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Snap it to the back. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Going to sling it on second down. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo. Right back to him on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds a man on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll try to power it in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. They'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that throw.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Walters. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Texas Aggie.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggie! Excellent pass by the back on the option. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 31 to James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Got the first down and more. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And first down for the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.